And again, if you need a cushion or a blanket, and feel free, it's a little bit chillier in here, but if your space is a little bit colder as well, you can always put a blanket over your knees if you want to, and just get comfortable. So settle in, any position that works for you. Okay, so it's your comfortable seat. And then feel free to gently close down the eyes. And if closing the eyes is perhaps not for you this morning, you can always just gently have a soft gaze towards the tip of your nose. Hands resting on your knees or perhaps in your lap. So wherever is comfortable. And just take a moment to settle in. Hips are nice and heavy. Spine, head starting to lengthen. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. And just start to observe your breath as it flows in and out through the body. Almost every little bit as you breathe in, sipping that air in, and as you breathe out, allowing that breath to just seep out through the body. Relaxing through the jaw, the back of the jaw, so just allowing a bit of space there. Inhaling, exhaling. And we're going to start to breathe with a count. So we're going to breathe in for 3 and out for 3. So breathing in through the nose, 3, 2, 1, pause. Breathing out, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathing out, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathing out, 3, 2, 1. Lengthening a little bit longer. So breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Complete 2 more rounds. And then just ease back into your natural breath. Really observing the breath following up through the body. The ribs, the belly, just notice, almost like that breath just seeping through all those little places, allowing the mind and the body to relax. And slowly opening your eyes. From here, bringing your hands behind you, interlace your hands behind you, and then just draw your shoulders back. Take a breath here. You can lean back slightly, opening up through the chest, through the collarbones. And then bending your elbows and bring your hands over towards the right side, with your hands sort of resting either in that sort of hip crease or just as far over as you can. Drop the shoulders down, still opening up through the chest. And then you're going to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. So try and just draw this right shoulder away. Navel draws in. Left shoulder dropping down and away. Stretching into the left side of the neck. Travelling all the way down to the shoulder, the upper arm, into the deltoid. So we use these muscles quite a lot in our practice. So just stretching first of all this morning before we get a little bit more physical. Not too much though. Just notice how this feels, and then just get a little bit of movement in here through your neck. So you can move your head in any position that works. You might find a place where you get a really yummy stretch and you pause here. Breathing into those neck muscles. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bringing your head back up to center. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlace the hands with the other thumb on top. So just adjust slightly and then open up through your chest. Pulling the hands away from you. Feel that stretch. Full breath. And then bringing the hands over towards the left, head coming back to neutral. Again, find that place where you can rest the hands, roll the shoulders back. So you're drawing the shoulders towards each other, and then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And again, feel that stretch down the right side of the neck, all the way down into the shoulder. And again, you can drop that right shoulder down towards the ground, so just dropping it away. Finding the breath here. Again, any movement that you need, you might find that spot again that you really need to pause. Settle in for one more breath. Coming back through center, reaching the hands again behind you. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the hands in front of you. Interlace the hands again. Push the palms away from you. And we're going to inhale, reaching up. Think cow pose here. So slight little back bend. Keeping the hands in the same position, so the palms facing away. But we're going to drop the hands back down to shoulder height, rounding through the spine. Think cat pose. Move with the breath. Inhale. Lifting the arms, maybe lifting the gaze. Exhale. Drawing tummy back. Hands lower. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Do one more. As you exhale, drawing that navel in, release the hands, bring the hands down to the thighs, bring the head up to center. You feel free to keep the legs where they are, or you can cross them the other way. So maybe giving the legs a little bit more of a stretch. Hands onto the thighs or onto the knees. And from here, we're just going to start to move in a circular motion. But again, think cat and cow. So lots going on here through the spine, through the navel, so drawing the tummy back. Move slow. So really start to articulate this move here. So moving with intention, feeling each part. And as you start to feel into this move, this rhythm, you can start to invite the shoulders in a bit more, drawing the chin in towards the chest. As much movement as you want throughout the body. Into the ribs, into the spine. And then take it the other way. So again, feel free to move slowly. Inviting that conscious movement. And then we're going to slowly start to spiral it back. So really slow. Just start to make the moves a little bit smaller until you're spiraling back, head over heart, heart over pelvis, and then close your eyes if you haven't already and just pause. Maybe even feeling that spiral of energy all the way from the root towards the crown of the head. Take another breath here. Exhale. Soften. Slowly open your eyes. From here, coming over onto hands and knees, you can release the pillow or blanket that you have underneath you. Take the knees wide, the toes together, sink the hips back, reach the hands forward. Maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. Coming into our wide child's pose, you can stretch through those fingertips. Take a breath. And then slowly peeling yourself up. You can keep the knees wide here. And again, we're just going to get some circular movement in the hips. So again, this can be as big as you want it to be. You can really start to drop the belly down. Have some soft elbows here, so get some movement in through every little place in the body. Every little kink, almost like you're ironing out, stretching through. Reverse, take it the other way. And as you do, slowly start to move the knees so they're underneath the hips. And then we're just going to start to take a bit more of a movement here. Bring your hands a little bit further away from you. And then as you start to come forward towards the hands, lowering the hips down and then pushing them back towards For me, it was my left hip over towards the right. And then again, coming forward, drop those hips down. We're moving really slow. Just stretching through the body. Building strength. Reverse, take it the other way. And then slowly coming back through center. Keep the hands where they are. And then send the hips back, melting the heart down towards the earth. So the hips were forward. They're coming back, but not all the way back towards the heels. Keeping the hips high. Maybe walking the hands further away. Heart to earth pose. Perhaps that forehead can come down to the ground. As you exhale, imagine your heart, your chest, just gently being drawn further or closer towards the floor. Take one more breath. Inhale, coming up. Walk the hands back just a little bit so you have a firm foundation. Tuck those toes under and we'll lift back into our first down dog. Take a breath here. Navel drawing in and up. Some softness through the knees. Feel free to have some movement, pedal through the feet. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bend the knees, looking forwards, making your way up. Just slow walk all the way up towards the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Allow your arms, your head, just hang here. You can hold on to the opposite elbow. Just take a moment for some gentle movement, gentle sway. Notice how the back of the legs feel. And then soften through the knees. Tuck the chin into the chest. Start to roll up through the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So just pause here for a moment. Notice how you feel. You can have a gentle sway, just feeling the feet on the ground. Roll those shoulders back. Having a little bit of space between the feet. Release the hands down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Soften through the knees. Bend into the knees. We're going to skip the halfway lift for now. So from here, step that right foot back. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Open up through the chest. Inhale. Hands come to the floor. Step the right foot back. Lower the knees down. Shift the weight forward. Lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. You don't have to come too high, but we've done some nice spinal work, so maybe you can lift up. Exhale, folding back down. Lifting up through to downward dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. Lower that left knee. Inhale. And then step the left foot up towards the front of the mat. Forward fold. Soften through the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Hands come down to the floor. Soften through the knees. Step the left foot back. Lower left knee. Inhale, this time sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back. Plank, lower knees. Lower chest down to the floor. Top of the feet. Inhale. cobra. Exhale, back down. Rolling through into down dog. Step the left foot in between the hands, lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the right foot up. Forward fold. Inhale, soften through the knees, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to go through that little sequence again. And just skipping out that half lift. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fold, soften through the knees. Right foot steps back, lower right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands come down, step that left foot back, lowering down through chaturanga now, all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, moving back into down dog. Step the right foot in between the hands, lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, hands come down, step the left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, soften through the knees, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Step the left foot back, lower left knee, sweep the arms, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step the right foot back, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Meeting back in down dog. Step the left foot in between the hands, lower the right knee, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands come down, step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Soften through the knees, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Feet still hip distance apart. They can be a little bit narrower. From here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips down into our Utkatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, folding forward, soften through the knees. Step the right foot back. Keep that back knee lifted now. Inhale, reach with the arms. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. So maybe chaturanga to upward facing dog. Or repeat, lowering the knees through cobra. Meeting back in down dog. Where we'll step the right foot up in between the hands. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot up. Forward fold. Soften into the knees. Sweep the hands forward. Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Bring the hands down to your heart. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the right foot back, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Stepping left foot forward, rooting down. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause, take a breath, adjust if you need to. We're just going to move through Surya Namaskara A, or sun salutation A. So we'll start to bring in the halfway lifts. Find your footing, grounding down, roll those shoulders back. Release the hands, inhale, maybe looking up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Take length, maybe fingertips on the floor, maybe on the shins, gazing forward slightly. Exhale, folding back down. Planting the hands, stepping both feet back, strong plank. Lowering all the way to the belly or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. In down dog, we're going to take 5 breaths. Stretching through the head. Navel drawing up and in. Melting the chest back towards the thighs. Taking another breath. Bending through the knees, looking forward, stepping or floating to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Soften through the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, folding back down. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Lowering all the way down to the floor, chaturanga, into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And again, taking 5 cleansing breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 more. Exhaling, lowering the knees down. Bring the big toes to touch. Take the knees wide, sink the hips back. Coming into a wide child's pose. Just lifting, so keeping the hands on the floor, the arms active, but then just lift through the palms and the fingertips. Just stretching through the fingers, and you can start to pull the fingers into a fist. Reach them away and again. And then bring your hands back down to the mat, taking a breath. Inhale, coming back up. Walking the knees back under. Coming back into our down dog, claw through those fingertips. And we're just going to get a little bit active here. So moving through the hips, through the legs, just like we've been doing. But we're going to sort of pick up the pace just a little bit, adding on slightly. So from here, from down dog, look forward. If you need to adjust when you do this, then feel free. So we're going to step the right foot towards the outside of the right hand, the left foot towards the outside of the left foot. We're going to inhale here into our sort of squat pose. Take a breath, reach up, reach the hands up, maybe open the palms, lean back. Exhale, sink back down into your squat. Hands come down to the floor. Step back, move through your vinyasa. Open up, coming back into down dog. And again, stepping right foot up, stepping left foot up. You don't have to come all the way up towards the hands, so if you can't quite get there, find your placement. Inhale into our squat, exhale to stay. Inhale, reach, maybe lean back. Exhale, sink all the way back down, hands come to the floor. Step back into plank, move through your vinyasa. Take a breath in down dog. Then again, stepping feet up, coming into our squat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink back down. Hands come down, step back. Move through your vinyasa. Meeting back in down dog. Stepping the feet forward. Into our squat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, folding back down. So squatting down, step those feet back. Move through your vinyasa. Got one more to do. Take a breath. Stepping up to outside of the hands, into our squat. Reaching up, inhale. Exhale, squat back down. Hands come to the floor, stepping the feet back, moving through your vinyasa. And coming back into downward dog. Well done. Take a breath. Shake off the head. Releasing through those shoulders. You can shake the hips left to right. Bending through the knees, looking forwards, stepping forwards. Forward fold. Releasing through the head. Get a bit of a roll here through the shoulders. Soften through the knees. Tuck the chin into the chest. And slowly roll all the way up. Head, shoulders last to lift. Arrive in mountain. Notice how you feel. Inhale, sweep the arms, lean back slightly, palms come to touch. Exhale, moving into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, shift the weight towards the right side. So you don't have to bend all the way down here. Just have a soft bend. Fingertips to the ground, shift your weight to the right side, pick up the left leg. Feel free if you want to, you can hover here, hands come to the heart. Take a breath. Feel free to bring the hands back down if you need to, or trust, send that left foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. So arrive in your warrior. Relax through those shoulders, gazing over the front of the hand, or the front hand. Take a breath, breathing deep. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten through that front leg, bump the hips back slightly, and then allow this right hand and left hand to follow each other down towards this right leg. And then either reach the left hand up over the head, maybe bring the right hand up so you're really using these side muscles, or you can take a traditional Trikonasana here with the left hand reaching. Your choice. Take a breath, breathing deep. Inhale, soften through that right leg. Reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands straight and through both legs. Then turn the left toes towards the back of the mat and come into warrior two on this side. Reaching. Relax through the face, through the shoulders, strong into the legs. Notice if you're rolling in on this back leg, can you just start to pay attention to the outside of that foot? Inhale, straighten through that front leg, bump the hips back. You can bring the palms together and start to lean. Maybe this hand comes down and you're here and you start to just open up, rolling through that shoulder. Maybe hands here. So have a play with this right hand. It can be on your hip. You can roll this shoulder back. Maybe this left hand comes up to meet the right. Find your breath, really using these muscles. Take another breath here. Inhale, soften into that front leg. Coming back up. Turn the left toes in. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Pause halfway. I'm just going to move back slightly. Pause halfway. Find that openness through the chest. Notice if you're leaning back in towards your heels. I have a tendency to do that, so I just have to consciously spread that weight, soften into the knees as you fold all the way down. I apologise if you can hear the rain hammering down. For me it's quite nice, but release through the head and then slowly release the arms without them catapulting. Bring the hands down to the floor. Take the feet a little bit wider if you can. Maybe hands can come back in line with the arches of the feet. Take your weight forward slightly. Maybe you can bring the crown of your head towards the floor. There might be no way that you can do that, so you can always bring a block underneath the crown of your head, so you're bringing the earth up towards you. If your crown of the head comes to the floor, feel free, if you want to, you can start to push down through the hands. Elbows tucked in, maybe coming up onto the toes. Full breath here. Take one more breath. If headstand is in your practice, you can float the legs up from here. And then coming back down onto the fingertips, pushing up halfway. Walking the hands round to the right foot, feet spinning to face the right. And then step the right foot back, coming into our downward dog. Take a breath, stretch through the legs. Really reaching through here. Some lovely work opening up through the hips. Shaking off through the head. From here, walking the hands forward, walking the feet forward slightly, hands back towards the feet. We're going to turn the toes out, the heels in, and we're going to sink the hips down, coming up onto the toes so the heels are lifted. Feel free to have some blocks underneath the feet to rise the floor up to you. Bringing the hands down to the ground. So, if it's too much pressure in the wrists, we're going to come into a crow practice. Just all this strength work that we've been doing over the few weeks. So just notice, if you know this is going to be too much, you can practice being in a squat here. You can practice fingertips on the ground, just lifting through. If you'd like to practice crow, bringing your hands down to the floor. You can walk your feet a little bit closer towards each other. And I tend to bring my heels together and the knees out. Just take a moment here to open up. Don't necessarily think about the destination, okay? Don't think about the pose. Just bring your hands down to the floor. Rooting down through the hands. You can start to claw through those fingertips slightly. Again, if you've got a couple of blocks, place them under your feet so that you're a little bit higher already. From here, lift those hips, push through the feet, lean forward, look forward towards the front of your mat, lifting the knees up as high as they'll go on the top of your arms, lifting through, maybe lifting one foot and the other. Maybe you take flight, take a full breath here, really breathe, lifting, pushing through the hands, and then releasing the feet back down. Release the hands, shake off. If you manage to go through crow, amazing. If you're practicing something else, come back to our forward fold. Dropping the head, releasing through the hands. Just take a little sway. Bring your thumb into your palms. Massage one hand. Massage the other. Soften through the knees. Walk the hands back out. Walk the feet back out. Coming into our downward dog. Take a breath here. Shaking off through the head. Breathing deep. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend into that right knee. Just open up towards the right side. So you're really starting to open up through that hip. Take a breath here. And then from here, we're going to come into our wild thing. So just trust, okay? There's lots of trust in yourself here. If you fall, that's okay. We start to open up. We gently spin this left heel out slightly on the mat to allow us to come over. Your right foot comes down. If you lower your body down to the ground, that's fine. And then lift up, reach. You can be on the toes of that right foot. Really reaching through, lifting. You can start to straighten through this left leg if you wish. Anything you want. Lower down one. Inhale, lift. Lower down again. Inhale, lift. Embrace your expression. Last time. Inhale, lift. And then rolling all the way back. Three-legged dog. Moving through a vinyasa. Upward facing dog or cobra. Coming back into downward dog. Moving on to the other side, lifting that right leg. Take a moment. Bend into that, lifting that left leg. Bend into that left knee. Open the left knee out. Opening into that hip. And then start to move that right heel over towards the right corner slightly. Pivoting round. Dropping down if you need to here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Move as much as you want to. You can take a break and breathe. You can stay here. You can exhale and inhale and lift. Maybe lifting the hips a little bit higher. And then slowly making your way back. Three-legged dog. Move through your vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Take a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees down to the mat. Coming back into a child's pose, or you can come into our heart to earth pose. Your choice. Just find a position where you can rest. Taking 3 breaths. Reaching the hands forward. If you're in traditional child's pose, then just widen the knees slightly, keeping the big toes to touch. Reaching the hands forward. Keep the left hand where it is. Thread the right hand under. Come to rest on the right side, that right shoulder, right side of the head. You can walk those fingertips further forward on that left hand. Take a breath here. Coming back up. Switch, right hand reaches forward, left hand folds under. Threading the needle. And if it's too much with the hips back towards the heels, then you can do this in high knees. Left side of the head, left shoulder down. Take a full breath here. Coming back up. Reaching the hands forward and then walking the hands over towards the right side. Maybe so much so that the left hand can come on top of the right and push that left hip away, maybe dropping the head down in between the upper arms. So you've got this root, this stretch into your ribs, all through that left side. So anchor those hips away from the hands, and then walking back through centre, taking them over to the left. Right hand perhaps coming on top, anchor down, push those hips away. Take one more breath here. And then slowly walking the hands back. Coming up onto the knees, spin the feet to one side. Bringing the feet out in front of you. Just take a moment here, open up through the shoulders. Reaching forwards, taking a steeple grip with those hands, feet are flexed. Exhale, slowly roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reaching the hands up, bending into the knees. Bring the hands so they're resting around the ears, or you can interlace behind them. Bend into the knees. Bring your left ankle over the top of your right thigh or right knee. Inhale here, take up space in the chest. Exhale, lift and bring your right elbow towards your left knee. So you're twisting over. Inhale back, you don't have to lower all the way down. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. Keep going with your breath. 3 more. Last one and hold. Squeeze. And then lower back down. We're going to switch. Right ankle crosses over the left. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow towards that right knee. Exhale to lift. Three more. Maybe you're already feeling it. Last one. Hold. Exhale, release. Bring the right foot down. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Our reclined cobblers. Feel the soles of the feet touching. Take a breath here just to pause. You can bring your hands to your belly, showing your belly some love. Extend that left leg. Start to lift through this right knee. Hold on to the outside of that right knee with your left hand and coming into our supine twist. Taking that right knee across to the left side. The right arm opening out to the side. Come back through center. Release the right leg long. Bending into this left knee. Lifting the foot off the floor. Right hand to the outside. Drawing this left knee across to the right side, and you can open up through the chest. Maybe lifting your head, turn the gaze towards the left hand. Coming back through center. We're literally just going to pause here for 3 breaths before we come back up to a seated position. Take a moment to roll over, maybe bend the knees. You can hug the knees in for a moment if you need to. And then peeling yourself all the way back up to a comfortable seat. Resting your hands on your knees or in your lap. And we're going to take 10 slow breaths. And I want you to perhaps add the mantra so hum. So as you breathe in, repeating in your head so, and as you breathe out, saying hum. This mantra is basically about I am. Honouring yourself, that you're part of the universe, that we're in this together as one. You, me, the universe. Take one breath. Breathing in for so. Breathing out, hum. So, hum. Mantra helps to keep us focused. Take a deep cleansing breath in, releasing that mantra. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more, breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Bringing your hands gently to your heart. As always, forever grateful to you, to each other, to ourselves, for our bodies, allowing us to move in a way that we can, our own expression. Thank you for your support this year. It's been very challenging on many levels, and I really, really do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all your love, your commitment, your support, showing up every day, sticking with me when technically things are going wrong. Really, really, truly grateful. So thank you so much for your support, from me to you. Have a wonderful rest of the year. Lots of love. Merry Christmas. Namaste.